Alrighty guys, we are driving the 2017 Dodge Charger RT. This is my mom's only surviving Dodge, RIP to the SRT 392 that was stolen about almost 2 years ago already. But with that, luckily no one was hurt, but in this regard it really sucks. She did get 2 vehicles out of it, but with that, meh, she still misses it, and maybe one day I can buy one for her. So in this case, we'll talk about, however, this RT's behaviors, just because with that, you know, a lot of people still buy these, even used, and they buy the 6-cylinder and they buy the 8 cylinders, and I even see some SRTs on the road, scat packs, and you see a lot of these on the road just for everyday driving, and honestly, there's a pretty understandable reason as to why. These make excellent cruisers. Now, of course, if you need to mash on it, I could do so. And then I can be happy going 140 miles an hour, which I'll probably get a ticket for, so we're not going to do that today. But in this regard, whenever I am just actually cruising in this vehicle, it's comfortable. It's not incredibly loud or overbearing, and additionally, it feels very planted, straightforward, and sure of itself. Granted, I will say its turning radius is not great, but when you're going in a straight line like this, or when you're just driving on the highway, this thing just feels so light but so balanced, but also like eager, and I do like that. It doesn't feel fatigued. Now granted, this is the 5.7, even the 3.6, however, when I drove that one, because I used to sell these, the 3.6 even has plenty of punch and go to actually get you to your destination, and the ZF 8-speed on this is incredibly sure-footed. And I really like that about this car. It doesn't gear hunt like normal 8 and 9 speeds do. And it holds speed really well, even in the top gears. So, I mean, this vehicle overall is a very well-behaved vehicle. And I really do enjoy it. And it's sad they got rid of the, you know, this model style, but I'm sure the new Charger, you know, granted, I know they're introducing gasoline back into those models, but in this case, I mean, the new Charger seems very sure-footed as well. Now, granted, this is based off an old Mercedes platform, but it works, and honestly, I'm not even mad about it. The vehicle feels balanced. It feels overall like it doesn't feel like it's going to lose stability on you, even when you're going fast. And I really do like that, and so the fact that it is on an older Mercedes platform, like, I honestly don't care. Some people do, but I find it makes the car drive nice, and with that, I love taking this thing on trips when I can. Gas mileage on this, you know, many people will kind of crap on the V8 saying it's bad on mileage, which, I mean, if you don't realize that V8 is bad on mileage, then I don't know where you came from, but this V8 is actually pretty good. It does have the 4-cylinder mode on this, but even then, I was one time driving this from San Diego, and I didn't even have a full tank, and I actually made it back to Las Vegas in a little over 300 miles. And when you don't push it incredibly hard, granted it's tempting not to, or it's tempting to push it hard, and you know, with that, I don't blame you for doing that. These are fun vehicles to drive. The thing is that when you don't push them incredibly hard and you actually let that 4-cylinder mode activate, it literally will save you a ton on fuel, and it's nice. I do like that. Granted, am I a fan of cylinder deactivation? No, it's not my favorite because, you know, it can cause some issues, and even my Mazda has it. I have a 4-cylinder CX-50, and I have cylinder deactivation where it cuts 2 cylinders down. And it's not my favorite programming because, honestly, it puts more strain on the engine, but, I mean, in terms of a fuel savings, it's honestly a really good thing to have. In many vehicles, it's very seamless. This one, not so much. I do feel when the cylinders kick off and on. Granted, it is very subtle, but I do need to look for it. But you'll kind of notice like an odd raspy sound when it does cut down to 4 cylinders, but if you have the radio up, you're not really going to notice it that much. So there is glare, but as you can see, cruising RPMs are below 1500 in top gear. I'm at 70 miles an hour right now, and of course, the RT Dodge Chargers, they do have taller gearing, so you won't see these RPMs on even like an SRT model or the 3.6 liter V6. The RPMs do run just a little bit higher, but it still feels pretty relaxed and balanced and overall pretty well put together. The interior in this vehicle has held up to a degree. Now, components in the center have not been replaced, but the door panels have. So the door panels unfortunately had some peeling issues up at the top of the windowsill, and consequently the door panels had to be replaced. And there may be a point where they have to be replaced again, but I mean, the car is now 8 years old, so at that point, like, things should start tearing, because unfortunately it's just so hot. Things will eventually start tearing up, but in this case, it's held together okay for the most part. Also, I think this area did bow out at one point, but it was also replaced under warranty. So, with that, I mean, I'm sorry, but I will never get tired of a Hemi sound, ever. Like, I love V8s, I love inline 6s, I love my Z3 as well. But, like, V8s just, they have such nice noises. It's fantastic. So, I'm so glad V8s are coming back. I really am. I mean, don't get me wrong, inline 6s, again, I love them to pieces. They are incredibly smooth, but a V8. So, but with that, guys, I am, of course, about to get into some hotter weather. So, I mean, we'll see how it goes. But yeah, this is the 2017 Charger. She's still kicking, and a couple things that we did replace some tires. One of them did bubble out, and so that had to be done maybe a couple years ago. But in this case, new tires are fine, and overall just drives like a gem. But no real crazy maintenance issues. Unlike the SRT 392, this one still does have the original head gasket. And additionally, also, the only thing that really happened was one time we got those progressive monitors that you plug into the OBD2 port, and it actually threw this car off, and it would not allow like the transmission to engage properly. It was throwing codes left and right, and so with that, we don't know why, but this car was not compatible with that. But anyways, guys, I appreciate you watching. Please let me know of any questions or concerns, and we'll talk soon.